Whoever Charlie is, I don't even know if he brought Chuck and Chucky too, or Charles or Charleston, but he did not work on the tiny house properly, and now I have a leak right around the chimney. So I had to get out there, and it is cold. We just had rain for 2 days straight here in northern Ontario, and now it is snowing and we're going into a deep freeze. So I want to get this thing sealed up properly before anything else bad can happen, because it's legit kind of a slight mess in the tiny house. I don't want to be wearing good clothes for this, and I can't find my other black jacket, so this will have to do. So it's a good thing I cleaned up the garage the other day, because Chuck had to leave. Chucky had to depart the building. Cleaned up the garage, and good thing I kind of hoard some good stuff. Like, you know, I'm one of those people who kind of stacks things to the rafters, but stuff that kind of makes sense to stack. So I found a few things, but I don't think some of this stuff is going to work right now, but I found some other stuff. Flex seal, nah, I don't think it's going to work. We're in winter here. This stuff here, Red Guard, it's for waterproofing and crack prevention, but wintertime, we're going to see what else we have. I got the leaf blower ready to go so we can blow the snow away. And I got 2 partial cans of roofing tar. Got our rubber gloves. I had these sitting over just by the mini heater here for about half hour, so it should have loosened up how thick the roofing tar is. So now I just need something to dig into those pails because it's a thick substance. Let's see what I got here. Paint sticks. But I don't think that they're going to be strong enough. But we do have some duct tape that we can try out. I will also check my toolbox over here. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Surprise. This is what happens when you have Chucky, Chuckster, and Charlie. That's what happens. One job to do. One job to do. See how this one looks. I got this one from my friend down the road. Oh man, this stuff is a nightmare. This is gonna be a messy nightmare. Okay. So it appears that Chuck already had a project to do. We got some stuff stuck in there. I don't know if anything is salvageable. It's pretty stuck in there good. I'm gonna need something a lot stronger to tackle this. Holy smokes. Yeah. Okay. And this is why I have several pairs of gloves. Aha! I found an old rod that Charlie had. And guess what? I'm going to use my saw to get the end off, and we're going to use that to be digging in our cans. Get her into our vise here. Real tight. Oh wait, it's not going to move on me. Alright. Too bad Charlie didn't abandon his coping saw, because this would be a heck of a lot faster. Or a grinder. Okay, I think we're going good now. Get a good rhythm. Chucky would say take longer strokes. I'm gonna legit need something good and stiff after this, and it's not gonna be including a fishing rod. It's gonna include some eggnog and a little bit of RUM. You got it, baby. I'll show you the progress. We're almost halfway through. There we go. We're making it. All right, we have it. We have it. There we go. Now just to break her off. We are good. Nice job, folks. What do you think? You think it's gonna work? I think it might. Thanks to Charles, we now have our handy dandy roofing tar device to spread. Let's go. Okay, next little bit of a dilemma here. I've got two options. I can hop onto my roof. I can hop up on top of my roof and then hop up onto the tiny house. It's a little bit of a stretch. Or I can just grab the ladder and go right between the tiny house and the main house and bring my stuff up top. So I'm gonna figure this one out, and then we're gonna get up here and get her done. I do this thing for Fridays where I go and I find free stuff, and so I lucked out a couple of weekends back and I found a ladder in the bush that somebody just left abandoned. So of course I grabbed it. We're gonna use that. Gonna be a high one, and I don't like heights. It takes me some getting accustomed to heights, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just set the stuff up here on my house roof and then be able to toss it up on the big tiny. Okay, I got the legs going the proper way, the feet properly on the ladder. We're at a decent angle here. First I gotta get the pugs back inside. I always want to be with Mom. Come on guys. Come on, look at this, they got matching hankies for the sea. Hey, there's Peanut, the Tank. Oh, there's the Tank, I mean. There's the Scarlet, and there's the Stitch. He's the captain. Here's another thing that Charlie broke, my snowblower. Well, Chucky liked to break things. That's all right, we're gonna fix what old Chucky broke. All right, kids, let's get you inside by the fire. Let's get these old tools out of here. Roll up the sleeves. I'm gonna need all this. It's loosened up considerably a lot more since it's been on the heat. Scrape that right off. I might want this little trowel spatula to spread it, but we'll see when I get up there. Okay, all right. Flip the glove inside out, inside the other one, just like how you do it when you're dealing with medical stuff. And no mess. People are probably asking what happened with Chuck. Why did Chucky have to leave? Well, Chucky did something really, really damaging. He brought home a Dutch Shepherd, and I had been attacked by a German Shepherd years ago when I was working as a meter reader for the electric and water company, and I fought for my life. It was a 7-year lawsuit, and I had major post-traumatic stress disorder. It set me through the roof, and it also stressed out my pugs. So the dog had to leave. I was on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. And Chucky knew this. Chucky was not doing anything about it. I had already tried to rehome the dog multiple times. And then I finally did just that. And Chucky came back and his dog was no longer here. And I was being threatened that I was going to get charged by the police officers. So Chucky left and pretty much abandoned everything. I'm fine with that though. Everything is good. I'm better now. So let's get back to work. Let's get this job done. It took several weeks just for me to calm down. So I played a lot of frequency music noise on YouTube for me and the pugs to all just calm down. I won't get into more details of the whole scenario. But if you want to email me privately, that's fine. So it's not a secret, and dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder is never fun. And to have that come back after all these years, and to boot, Charles, Charlie, Chucky, name that dog Trigger. Funny joke, right? No, not really. Okay, I'm going up. And a lot of deep breathing exercises, and I had a lot of support from some really good friends, both on YouTube and locally as well. This ladder makes me a tad nervous. This is really hard to film. And the hardest part is going to be coming down. Good grief. Yeah, this is not cool at all. PTSD intensified. Oh, okay, that's up there. I should have put the leaf blower into a backpack. Would have been a lot easier. Next time. Hopefully there is no next time. I'm almost up. Do not like heights. So here's the problem. So when Chucky did the roof, he did the roof in the late fall and he did shingles. It did not have time for the tar on the shingles to set. So then it leaked last year. And then I bought the stuff for Charles to do the metal roofing. And then he ran out at the very end, so that's where the water is going in. And then you can see at the bottom of the chimney, at the base of the chimney, not looking too good. And being on a metal roof, when there's snow on it, it's a little sketch. Okay. Where do you think the water's getting in? Where do you think the water's getting in? I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more than just roofing tar. This is pathetic. Come on, Charlie was apparently a carpenter and perhaps not a roofer, but I'll do what I can. I'm gonna need some roofing screws, metal screws. Hopefully I don't have enough tar to get that right in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I found a little chunk of a paint stick in there, and it's a little bit easier to work with a shorter stick to spread it a lot easier. But I'm getting there. I already got that side done. I think that's where a lot of the majority of the water is coming in. I will show you when I go inside after. I think old Chucky liked to sabotage stuff, you know? Charlie, who even knew who I was dealing with most of the time, you know? But I got one more hole on this side, but it does go down and it heads onto the shingles. So one more and then I'm getting down and I am going by the fire. Okay, I think I'm done. This should seal it now. At least until I can get back up in the summer and do stuff properly, but we'll see what happens in the spring or if we get another spell of rain. There's no holes, everything is covered all the way around, so I'm getting down. Inside the tiny, damage was occurring right at the top here, okay, and then it was coming down, going right on the wood stove, so it's now all corroded. I will give you a tour at some point when I get all of this stuff cleaned up. Now I'm going inside with the pugs to get... I got her done. I got her done. I got it all done. Let's go downstairs. I heat with only wood heat here. Thank you for watching, everyone. Big boy? Bye. Thank you for having my back on that project, and thank you for listening. It's a true story. Charlie, Charles, he screwed up that project, so we got her done though. And there's a lot more projects that we have to be getting fixed up, and a lot of more things to be doing. We're gonna be going ice fishing here in the next couple weeks. I know there's already 7 inches of ice way up north, but it just rained, so I don't trust the ice until we know it's good solid ice. So that will be one of the next videos, and I have a couple more still to put out that are really important to me. So now that everything has calmed down, I'll be able to be putting out more content, which I'm really excited for. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Happy holidays, folks. Girl and the Pugs out.